I've decided it's kind of like, you know what it is? It's one person's normalcy is another person's hellfire boredom. It's non-excitement corporative. So for example, I'm very different. I'm very uniquely who I am. With thankfully no desire to be like anybody else, because that would be a losing venture, as in that ship had sailed decades, I'll say decades, as in that ship had sailed decades ago, but specifically it sailed years ago and more than that. But as I said when I started, I said one person's normalcy, whatever that is, right? Because but one person's normalcy is another person's hellfire boredom, as in non-excitement corporative, my word, or my wording, or my words, hellfire boredom. One person's contentment, which is mostly, I have to say, based on results, it is a facade. No one has a deeper contentment in their hearts and souls. Very few people are even awarely in contact with their soulful energies. So the soulful energies are largely buried in there. What do I mean when I say buried in there? Or quote, buried, end quote, quote, in there, end quote. What do I mean? I mean, if there are soulful energies, as I said, if there are soulful energies, they are buried in there. Where is this mysterious place where they're hiddenly buried? Where is the mysterious place where these energies are buried and buriedly hidden and ocultadas? That means hidden from view. Where is this place where these energies are hidden and ocultadas de la vista de otras, or de uno mismo? So I don't know. The short answer is I don't know where these energies are buried, if they're there. Notice I said if. Do they need to be created? Or are they buried somewhere out of contact, without access, without most persons' capacity of having a key, a llave, to open the keyhole to these spiritual, soulful energies? Is there an access point that is there? There's an opening, but we don't know how to open it. We don't know how to open the keyhole or the lock where these energies are vaulted, or this vault, this mysterious, ethereal vault, where these energies are buried in the sense that they are inaccessible currently to the average, not so average individual that doesn't have the proper access codes or key to open the keyhole that leads to these higher spiritual, much more flavorful, enjoyable energies, instead of the deadenness that many people feel. I resonate with this. There seems to be, I sense a deadenedness about and around my being. And I think despite many jobs not being the type of job or jobs that require heightened level of creative imaginativeness energies, I would suggest that those jobs that are the most boring and the least creative are the most desperately screaming for spiritual involvement in a way that is creative and imaginative to make one's job more bearable or enjoyable. We have to bring spiritual, higher creative, soulful energies to the table, or to the office, or to the desk, or wherever you happen to be working, whoever you are. And imagine a Tetris board or a Ms. Pac-Man board in front of your face that no one can see, or some version of pretend, word search, crossword, Super Mario Brothers Part 18,000, whatever you want to do, Space Invaders, whatever games you want to play while you're working the drive-thru controls on your stupid little computer cash register. You know what I mean? It's like, and by the way, why would a cash register ever need a computer attached to it? Hint, it doesn't need it. It's just that the humanity has gotten sold on this non-idea that everything should have a computer in it, attached to it, or in some way we need computers to be at our side or intimately involved in our lives in every way. I recall seeing on television several years ago some idiot, some individual that had actually wanted to become some type of robot computer chip of a brain and actually attach some kind of electrode to their scalp and wiring to become more like a robot or a radio, some type of Radiohead idea that, he listened to that song by that singer that sang, I'm a freak, or is it I'm a creep? Maybe he listened to it one too many times. Poor hemp. He decided, I want to become a creep. No, I want to become a Radiohead. I want to become a radio. I want to become a robot, an OK computer robot, and I'm going to become some freakazoidal, as opposed to a deeply feeling being of sentient spiritual origin. I am going to try to attempt to become some type of computer chip myself. But rather than snidely scoff and throw my nose in the air like some conceited freakazoidal myself, I'm going to go another route. I'm going to take another route. I'm going to say, people are so confusedly, confoundedly confused. People are so confoundedly confounded and confoundedly confused. People are so confoundedly confused. Computers are absolutely nothing. Every computer has to have not only a programmer to set up the hard drive and the original operating systems, it needs to have regular updates. A computer needs some idiot, really intelligent idiot, really intelligent person, non-robotic, I would hope, to in some way update every so often. The entire operating system needs to be updated so often and reprogrammed. And if anything new ever happens, it's because some idiot, really intelligent genius, decided to add something to the programming chip, or Dorito wax, or nacho cheese generic old Dutch Dorito. Good night. Have a good night. I'm a non. The end. Elfine.